Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. So this is another episode of Blog Engine. As I have told in last episode that I have added a test project as well. So I have planned to implement that Blog Engine in test-driven development approach, where we write tests first and make them fail, and then we write the logic to make those tests pass, so that we can make sure that we have bunch of tests available. We can run them anytime to check the health of code base. So this approach is the one which should be followed, and it is followed by most of the big companies. So I will follow the same approach. So another thing is that I am not going to write all the code while creating these videos, especially for this blog engine project, because there will be a lot of code. So how I am planning that, I will write most of the code and push that one into Bitbucket, on GitHub, and I will explain that code in my videos. So as I shown in last video that there was one single project for the test, and we had a home controller which was pretty empty. But now I have added one more test here as well. So before going to that one, I have divided each of my tests into three steps: range, act, and assert. In a range, we created required objects, we prepared the data. In act, we actually call the actual method which we want to test, and after that we assert the output of that method to apply our assertions, and validate that if test has passed or not. So first of all, the previous test I have updated in that way that I am now creating the object of home controller from this common method, which is a private method. What it is doing, that it is creating the dependency, basically mocking that dependency, which will be we inject our home controller, and this service will return the list of posts and pass that to our home controller. So if we go to home controller is also a big updated. So we have a read-only iPost service, and this is defined inside the business layer. So currently, to make those two tests pass, I have to create two separate projects in the business layer. First one is the models, or basically the our business models, which will be passed from service to our controller layer. And the interfaces will contain most of the our service interfaces. So currently it has only one service related to our entity, which is iPost service, right? I will divide all of my services into categories. So all the DB related services, DB entities related services will be inside this entity folder. So this service currently have definition of one method, which is getAll, and it is supposed to return our post models by fetching them from the database. Currently there is no database, there is no implementation for this service. We have just created the interface, and we make our test pass. So the our test was required the iPost service object, and also our second test required uh, here in our second test. What we are doing, that we are basically validating that our action is returning a list of post models, right? if we go to the home controller, you can see that we have call our service to get all the post models into a variable, and we are passing that list of models into our views, and simply we have done that. And we did that. We first created that test and made that fail, and then I write the required enough implementation that is required to just pass that test. So currently both of tests are passed, although if you run the web application, it will it will break and it will give the exceptions, because currently there is no service binding available for this iPost service interface. So we will write other tests in next episode, and then we will implement that iService interface into a separate service project. Right, so let's run these test ones, so to see that are they passing or not. It takes some time to load all those tests again. Normally it shows the previous test results as we open this UI. Okay, so you can see that both of our tests are passed, and they have run successfully. If I rerun that test again, you can see that both our tests are passed. Right, so this is how we are going to implement that blog engine. We will write the test and make them pass, and at the end, as soon as we finish that blog engine project, we will have all the set of tests available. No need to manually verify the implementation. We can run these tests anywhere manually, or we can pass these tests to our build pipeline that will be run automatically, and we will get a report of these tests by email. So this is how we manage our development, and I think this is the responsibility of developers to write unit tests and manage them, because as soon as project grows, it is very difficult to manage a minor change. So I think that's all for today's episode. Hopefully you have learned something, and yeah, one thing to mention that I already have pushed all this code to GitHub repo. You can check that from there. So in case of any question, queries, just post or comment, and we'll see you in next episode.